What is up you guys, and welcome back to another video on this channel, where today we will be discussing about every little details, all the pros and cons for both KSI and Logan Paul before the fight on November the 9th, which is this Saturday. Now before the start of the video, I do have to tell you guys that I will be dividing this into two parts, one for each Logan Paul and KSI, and as you can tell by the title already, this video will be focusing on all the strengths and weaknesses of Logan Paul before his fight. Now I am also recording this a day after public workout so that it gives me enough time to gather all the bits and pieces, all the information, all the podcasts they've been to, all the videos, and then might help me deliver an unbiased opinion. I hope I do that, and yeah. So if you want to watch the analysis of KSI, there will be another video on this channel. You can go look it up or just search on my channel. And remember, if you like the video, you should subscribe to my channel. Now, Logan Paul, the taller and heavier one between the two, whose main advantage going into this fight will definitely be now that he has more than a year to train. You could say he really didn't know what he was doing much in the first fight, considering he only had 2 to 3 months of training, but now with almost 1.5 years of training under his belt, you can rest assured that guy knows what he's doing in that ring. Now, we also do have to consider Logan Paul's incredible athletic background. This guy, unlike KSI, has been training in combat sports his entire life. He was a wrestler since childhood. Logan Paul also has a size and reach advantage over KSI, which we saw him use effectively in the first fight during the first 2 rounds, where he managed to keep KSI at bay with his jab alone. We definitely have to agree that during the first fight, Logan Paul was definitely the better technical fighter among these two. Will this 1 year of training widen or shorten the gap? Only time will tell. We will have to find that out on November the 9th. Now, the most important point for me in this list is why Logan Paul will have an extra sense of urgency to win this. You do have to consider Logan Paul's past record to know why he has to win. Considering all his other stuff, let's not mention that here, we are not doing that here. Yes, Logan Paul will have an added extra pressure, or let's just say momentum, that yes, I do have to win this, I do have to put everything behind me, leave it all in the past and start a new chapter in my life with this boxing win. So will Logan Paul have an extra motivation to win against KSI? Yes, he definitely will. Logan Paul will also have an advantage in the first 2 rounds, kinda like he did in the first fight over KSI, so he will definitely be looking to finish the fight in the first 2 rounds. Which brings us to the cons. Logan Paul's stamina. First and foremost, we know his stamina was not great in the match. He was tired in the later 4 rounds. Let's be honest, he was exhausted. He was clinching KSI for everything. He was hanging on to his life. So, will this 1 year of training have improved his stamina? My answer is yes, it definitely did. Will his stamina affect the match? I do not know exactly, but guess we'll just have to wait and see. Also, if you watch all the different videos and interviews Logan Paul have appeared in, you might notice that Logan Paul has some kind of nervous energy about him. You can say he is trying to mask his nervousness with jokes. And if you notice close enough, you can see that guy notices everything. He might act dumb, but he does notice every single thing. And between KSI and Logan Paul is the one who is more afraid to lose. We all saw Logan Paul clinching to KSI in the first fight because he was too afraid to lose out. He was just grabbing on to KSI, so avoiding getting himself knocked out. Because we do have to consider that between these two, Logan Paul has more to lose than KSI, so he has that extra added pressure, if you know what I mean, to win this fight and start a new phase in his career, kind of something like that. Logan Paul has a need to rise above all the controversy, all the hate he has been getting and everything in the past life, to put it in the past and let's say start a new chapter with this boxing match. So he has that extra added pressure which makes him vulnerable, if I may say so. Also, let's talk about Logan Paul's coach. I do not think Shannon Briggs is as good as a coach as he was a fighter. You can see Logan Paul is the one who controls the work ethic between these two. Let's say if Logan Paul says I'm done training today, Shannon Briggs won't be like, oh no, you need to train more, or you need to do this, you need to do that. Shannon Briggs is kind of like an yes man, just trying to get into the main picture. He just needs attention. And this is what he's doing with Logan. He might be training him, but I do not think he will be training him on the level that Mayweathers are training KSI. Which brings me to the most important con. I do not think Logan Paul's camp were as much rigid as KSI. To put it simply, both Shannon Briggs and the Mayweather are on whole different level. Shannon Briggs may or may not be able to transfer all his boxing knowledge to Logan Paul. We do have to consider that the guy who trained Shannon Briggs to the world championship is the same guy that is training KSI. And after Shannon Briggs just left the Mayweather training, Mayweather's trained the guy who took the championship from Shannon Briggs. So if you were to consider all this thing, Jeff Mayweather will definitely be looking to repeat that and put 2 over Shannon Briggs in this fight. Now, after hearing all the pros and cons, you guys can finally decide who will win between KSI and Logan Paul, and comment down below. If you like this video, just leave a like and subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you in the analysis of KSI. Bye.